We talk a lot about finding the opportunities to improve your practice. Once you've identified an opportunity to make improvements in your practice, it's really tempting to jump right in and start fixing things. But often the frustration or the waste you're experiencing is just a symptom of the problem. It's not really your problem. And if you don't fix the real problem, it's going to come back again and again. Welcome to Gimbal's Tip of the Week, where you get practical, actionable advice you can use right away to start building a more productive and profitable legal practice. The key to solving your problems once and for all is to identify the root cause of the issue or frustration you're experiencing, and then target all of your improvement efforts towards eliminating that root cause. We've written about how you can do this before. Check out episodes 59 and 60 from November 2020, where we give you a quick tool to help you find the root causes. That's in episode 59, and an example of how the work environment itself can be a root cause. That's in episode 60. The environment is only one possible root cause. This week and next, we're going to walk you through the 6 places to look when you're trying to determine what's really causing your problem. In service and knowledge-based businesses like law, root causes tend to fall into these 6 broad categories. First, methods. Number 2, environment. 3, technology. 4, knowledge management. 5, clients. And 6, people. This week, we'll look at the first 3. First, methods. Methods are all the processes, strategies, and techniques you use to achieve your outcome or deliver the work product to your client. The process itself may be broken in any number of ways. For example, you may have too many steps, or on the flip side, a step may be missing. There may be delays, or the availability or lack of resources may be a root cause. Sometimes the root cause is that you don't have a process at all. Remember, if your process only exists in your head, it's not a process. Without a clear written process that people can follow, you and your team will waste time and energy. Even if you're solo, you need to create written processes. Just the act of creating them will force you to look at what you do. You'll start to see the inefficiencies. Plus, having a written process will allow you to delegate work when you're ready and ensure that you don't miss steps or make mistakes on processes you do regularly, but not often. Second is the environment. The environment can be a root cause of inefficiency. It may be the physical environment. Think about the layout of your office space. Do you have enough light to work or too much? As was the case with one of our clients. They had brand new open plan offices, but the sunshine was so bright people couldn't see their computer screens and needed sunglasses inside. I kid you not. Distance to printers is another big example of an environmental problem. Check out episode 60 for more on that. The environment also includes your culture. Workplace culture can influence whether people go to training sessions or feel comfortable asking for help when they need it. It affects how likely they are to collaborate or to work in silos. All of these things negatively impact your productivity. Problems that look on the surface like they're caused by people may actually just be the normal reaction to workplace culture. Finally, for this week, the root cause of the problem you're trying to solve may be technology. Technology is supposed to make work easier, faster, or more accurate. But if your systems don't work the way they should, maybe they're slow or they don't meet your actual needs, people will either avoid it or create workarounds. Being able to adapt and overcome a problem is a good thing. But when everyone creates their own workarounds, you end up with a mishmash of solutions, and you're not solving the root cause of the issue. You're just putting a Band-Aid on it. So this week's tip is to always look for the root cause of any inefficiencies that you've identified in your practice. Your action item this week is to identify one issue or frustration you want to eliminate and find its root cause. Determine whether the root cause lies in the method you're using, the environment, whether that's physical or cultural, or in technology. If it's none of those things, then come on back next week when we look at the root causes based in knowledge management, clients, and people. Legal professionals who identify and then resolve root causes of inefficiency in their practices are able to deliver more value for themselves, for their firm, and also, most importantly, for their clients. Put simply, they're much more likely to be recognized as true value-driven legal professionals. If you want to really boost the productivity and the profitability of your practice, join Practice Accelerator. It's a small group coaching program that helps you build a stronger practice and provides a community, accountability, expert advice, and ongoing implementation support. There's a link to more information below. Join us next week for more on solving root causes of inefficiency. Sign up so you don't miss it.